Hello and welcome to another video, and yes, we are at the Redbull ring and I am trying to attempt to drive with a normal PlayStation pad just to see the difference regards to a steering wheel. Yes, as you can tell, I was going off here. I found that corner very difficult with manually putting in the gear changes on a PlayStation pad, but I must say I did get better and I did retrain the mind regards to driving with a pad. There is a stark contrast, I'm not going to lie, and I do miss being on the steering wheel. But nevertheless, I did pop in a reasonable lap of a 1 minute 31.8 in the Nissan GTR, and this was a very good race regards to me being on the pad for many reasons, but the one lap that you will come across, I do come unstuck on that same corner that I just momentarily span on. Ironically, that is the corner that you're seeing that I do have the most trouble with the pad. But yes, nevertheless, it was an entertaining race, may I say. It was good. Hope you enjoy this upcoming video. I'm going to try and narrate through it regards to how I found the experience being on a pad, and yes, it was manual transmission and I was moving up the gears from, I think it was X to go up a gear and square to knock down a gear. So I was X and square while on the joypad. It was a test, as you can see the field as it is. I enjoyed the race, but my gosh, it was one of these races that I knew I would have been in the top 3 or 4 if I was with my steering wheel. Nevertheless, here is the start of the race, and we are starting, and I don't get too bad of a run on the home straight here, right up to the first corner. You do see some kamikaze moves by some people, but again, I don't hold that against them. Some people are there regards to, I don't know, they're just having a laugh basically, who play this sometimes, and you do come across the odd person that has just turned on their PlayStation. But a good move by the WAN by Spain, but there you see the Brit kamikazing across there, causing absolute carnage in his wake behind. But again, that was good driving initially by the Spaniard Juan, but again undone by the Brit coming in and bulldozing that corner. And again with that, you've had now and again those kind of drivers to contend with. If you do unfortunately qualify nearer to the back and you do perform quite well, another Spanish person there just going into the vicinity, you do find that you do get caught up with chaos. It's the art of the deal is, if you know you can do better, don't get too disheartened. Just go again, try again, and see how you adapt next time. And there's penalties galore regards to people's antics on track. And I do want to apologise if I was clattering into people in the certain races before this aired video. I was just literally getting used to the pad, so it was very more erratic on my part, and there you could see the Italian just punting, and yeah, getting I believe a 3-second penalty there. So again, you have to live with these antics if you're an average driver like myself who really wants to try and get better at the game. But again, that one matter, is it the one matter? I wonder. Doing me in the inside line there. He does love that corner, and yes, I could have done a lot more. But again, getting used to the pad is another thing. We do pass the Italian there regards to the penalty. I do have a bit of a sniff here with one matter. Again, he holds his own, and again I look to my left and see myself 4th, and I'm quietly surprised how I'm somehow doing this. Now third because, again, I think there was an internet connection with the German up front in the Nissan GTR that blipped out, so I couldn't believe, and I think it caught Juan Mata out ahead of me. And we were literally both in a little bit of a fight under the disillusion of where did the German go. So we were just hunting each other down a little bit, and yes, I could have possibly concentrated more there to take second place, but still, this is a result from me riding up in the top 3 with a pad. The times are less desirable on the pad. I do like to feel that I try to regulate the steering, regulate the acceleration. It's very difficult on a pad using the trigger. It's not bad, I must say, it isn't bad. It takes some mastering. One slight mispress of a button like so, that sends you wide. It's not too much forgiven. I was a bit confused by looking behind myself here, thinking, where did Juan Mata go? He must have broke late like me, and we both went off, and I just couldn't believe I was unchallenged there. But yes, second place, and yes, this all went to my head, and I went into that sand pit for a little bit of a laugh, and that put myself under pressure. And again, this was all a concoction of nerves, excitement, and I go off again and just absolutely bulldoze my chances of having a respectable finish. Again, yes, the comparison with the steering wheel. What do I like about the steering wheel? Well, I feel that it's easily correctable when you are heading for a nailed on mistake with the pad. It is. You can definitely regulate the steering and the braking zones, and you can regulate when and how hard you want that brake, and how fast you want to come out the corner with a regulated pump of the accelerating pedal. But again, I just doing silly mistakes. As you can see, I got a half a second penalty there regards to not concentrating. But we're on the penultimate lap, and the Brit in front in the Lamborghini did lose his rear end there, and I thought at one stage, am I going to get a penalty for that? And thankfully not. It will be the half second, which still is fairly damaging regards to just straying over that white line previously. On the whole, I was impressed with my ad hoc racing ability. This was, I believe, my third attempt driving with the pad within race conditions, and again, yes, I haven't done myself any favours by going off there, and by going on the pad. I have noticed my driving and sportsmanship level did dip dramatically as I was trying to fight and feel my way around this circuit, as you do. Again, another me and the Spanish really having some good fights here. It was good online action, I must say, for a pad, and if you are new and you're wanting to dabble into the Gran Turismo experience, the pad is not that bad. If you're not that serious, you can regulate yourself, I do firmly believe. But if given a choice like I have, it's the steering wheel and the pedal mechanism all the way. And I remember a day that I used to have automatic controls and wouldn't dare come off it, and was too scared to go manual. And I drive in real life, for crying out loud, and I just had to take the stance of being a little bit braver. We're on the final lap now, and I couldn't believe I was literally fighting for 6th place, so I was literally launching myself accidentally into that. I thought, no, not a penalty again, but thankfully the laws of Gran Turismo have let me off there, and again hunting down to 5th. If I didn't obviously muck up on that corner, this corner, I would have been much higher, I believe, with the pad. So I did undo the pad a little bit there, unjustly, but again, I really do think this was a great race with the pad. Please comment below, or let me know if you do have anything that you agree, disagree with what I've said in regards to this race. And again, feel free to add and subscribe and like, and maybe you will come across me at some point in the online races. We are about to take the line, and 6th place I was chuffed to bits with, obviously because you are now seeing it and I thought it was viable to put on the channel. So again, thank you very much for your viewing. I hope this was a little bit of enjoyment while you're sort of looking and trolling through YouTube and all the Gran Turismo videos, and I hope this has placed itself far up the list. But anyway, please like and subscribe, and hope to see you soon on a Gran Turismo track in the future. Thanks for watching.